Um, got a little bit of something different going on today. I'm going to be reviewing a couple of these wireless Nintendo remotes. I bought a couple wireless remotes for my Nintendo Mini consoles. Basically, I bought these two. I bought the Super Nintendo style for the Super Nintendo Mini, and the Nintendo style for the Nintendo Mini. Um, Believe it or not, the you can actually use the Super Nintendo for both of them. Obviously, not vice versa, but you can use the Super Nintendo for the Nintendo if you just want to buy one pair of remotes. These come in pairs. I'll show you on the website here in a few minutes. The Nintendo comes like this. This is the box, and you get them in pairs. You get two of them, and the Super Nintendo comes like this. Um, both of them, both of them have the same stuff inside of them. The wireless, the wires and the receiver. That's the just the, and these are wireless rechargeables too. So, and you get a pair of them each. They weren't too bad expensive. We'll be looking at the price here in a minute. They're really name brandless. I think they're Chinese made. Okay, let's bring up Amazon here. Apologize for my slow typing. And you can see I'd already looked it up previously. Yeah, these brands, these are brandless. I actually don't know what the brand of the regular Nintendo Classic is. The NES Classic. I'm not sure what this brand who makes this. The SNES coming up here in a minute will have a brand on it. But I was just showing you a little bit of the different accessories and different viewpoints of it there. But you can take a look at that. And also you can take a look at the price points on these controllers. Having to do a little voice work over work here. This was a capture I took. I'm not doing this live. And here's the SNES controller. You can see the name of the manufacturer for these, but I believe they're both made by the same people. They're probably come from the same factory in China, more than likely. Just like a whole lot of things, sometimes they'll just slap another brand name on something, but it'll be exactly the same product. But I'll be basically reviewing. I'll basically be reviewing both of these, and you'll get to see the action of the controller and versus the what's going on the screen. I didn't do screen captures of the video. I took video off the screen, not a screen capture. I'm still working out all my technical difficulties with doing all these videos, but basically you can I used a couple of phone cameras to record the video at the time. I'm working with a GoPro camera now to do my main video, and I'm starting to get that straightened out and being able to use it properly. So, well, but I'm gonna let you check out the website here on Amazon where I bought these at, and I'll show you show you how much I pay for these, and what in the way they come and everything, and you can check those out. But now we're going to I'm going to show you those videos that I made. These are the videos that I made of me test playing these games. So let's check it out. Alright, I'm sorry about the blurriness on the TV there. I was taking it at a weird angle, and for some reason it came out like this. Start off a little bit of Mario here. The gameplay, the Mario games are in fact a little bit delayed. I do not like these 4 Mario games at all. My finger tapping, you can't really tell difference, just because, I mean, you could, even if I had an even better angle and closer, you couldn't really tell the difference in the delay of the buttons. But there's a slight delay in the buttons. If you watch me play, I mean, I've been playing Mario Brothers my entire life, and I've got my first regular Nintendo back in the first year they came out, back in, I guess, 86, 87. And I got it not long after they came out, and I've been playing this game ever since. And I'm no speedrunner, but my gameplay is just absolutely terrible here. I mean, and these buttons are delayed, and the thing you're gonna see later on is that actually you won't see it later on, because I actually deleted I had to redo these videos because the audio was my microphone was messed up on my last setting, and so I had to record the audio straight from the microphones from the camera phone. So to make a long story short is I didn't record the comparison with the corded controllers. And the thing I found with the corded controllers, even on the corded controllers, you still have a similar delay on the Mario games through the NES Classic. But as you're getting ready to see here on Punch-Out, there's very little delay on this game. I've always loved this game. It's been one of my top favorites. I don't know, it's just a fun little game to play. But it seems to be very little delay, and it just feels right. You know, the way the punches land in comparison to the way your fingers are hitting the button. It's just it's like playing with the regular SNES. Or excuse me, I keep wanting to say SNES, but it's keep playing with the regular NES. So this is this isn't a bad game at all. You can see I'm not playing the best ever, but if you ever want to have any real serious gameplay, I believe with any of these NES games, the NES Classic or the SNES Classic, I don't think are necessarily the way to go. I just bought both of them, so I thought I'd hook them up, and you can hook them up to an HD TV. I've still watched it in standard format in the 4:3 or 1:3 to 1 aspect ratio, but it's still in higher definition than the game ever would be. I decided to play Super Contra for some reason. I don't know if I had played this game. I hadn't played this game in forever, so my gameplay is really terrible here. The button pushing on this game, as far as the delays and the crispness of the button pushing, is really good. I mean, it's just my bad gameplay that's getting me killed. As you can see, just wonderful, just a wonderful classic gamer. I never thought about doing a Twitch stream or anything. I've been thinking about it lately. Once I get a computer set up that I can maybe do it, I might do some classic gaming Twitch feeds one of these days. I don't know. I never thought about that in a million years, doing something like that. But I've never thought in a million years I'd be making a YouTube channel either. So here we are. That was a good job. This game translates real well with the controller. I didn't actually go back and play. I think I talk about Castlevania a little bit later in my comparison, and I had played previously Transylvania, and had excellent translation as well as far as the button pushing goes. And now we'll insert the receiver into the SNES and power it on. I'll play some Super Nintendo now. Let you check it out. Start out with Super Mario World. My gameplay was atrocious in this. It was just terrible. I do find the SNES wireless controller better, but it's just like the regular NES wireless controller. They were both the delay was terrible on both of them. It just was all over the place. I felt like I had no control. You would think these newer Mario games, they would translate better, but they don't at all. I don't know if it's just me wanting to try to speedrun the game, where I've been watching speedrun videos and wanting to move faster than I normally would, but my gameplay was just terrible. Hoping in the future I can put together some better runs. Unfortunately, I think if I'm ever going to actually do a Twitch, I think I'm going to buy a regular NES, and I have a Super Nintendo someplace, but all my regular Nintendos from my childhood have disappeared. I had my original system I was talking about, and then I had later on I got a newer one. I think I'd taken my old one to my grandmother's house, and I got a new one for my house, and it was the system that came comboed with the running pad. You guys remember the pad you'd run on? It had like track and field and things like that. I had that combination. That version may have came with the Duck Hunt game as well. It may have had like track and field and Duck Hunt on it, but I think it may have came with the gun, which I just found in a box the other day. But I have the gun, and I had a bunch of games, and they're all gone now. I do not know where all my original games went to or anything. Now, I did play Castlevania here, and this is Castlevania. And believe it or not, I don't think I've ever played this version of Castlevania. This is like Altered Beast Castlevania. It's kind of got an Altered Beast feel to it. Actually, I'm thinking about going back and playing this game more thoroughly. It feels kind of fun. This game translated pretty good. It seemed like it had pretty good translation between the controller. But I just feel like there's something programmed into those Mario games that to deter you from playing Mario on that system, to make you buy some other version of it. Because like the translation with the Mario games to the Switch emulator program on the Switch that you can. It's just like the Nintendo Online versions of them. Those emulate just fine. They feel fine. So I don't understand why the classic Nintendo's feels the way it does, even with the wired controllers. Because I played the games before and I don't remember having that delay. Or maybe I did remember having a little bit of delay, but I don't know. Play a little bit of have a little bit of Super Punch Out here. I've never played this game thoroughly, and the reason why I haven't played a lot of Super Nintendo games is because I got into Genesis after regular Nintendo. I kind of lost my interest in Nintendo for some reason, and never had both systems. You know, I was a kind of one system kid. You know, we didn't. You know, I don't know. My parents may have been able to afford to buy me another one, but I'd be perfectly honest, I had many years that I didn't play games, and I'm still not a big game player, to be perfectly honest with you. But I love these classic games. There's something more challenging to me than a lot of the newer games. I mean, I know the kids out there love these new games and everything, but the old games are, to me, well, as you can see, the controllers work pretty good. They're not too awful bad. They're pretty they're much better with they're not very good with the Mario games for some reason, which sucks. But what I found out is I didn't do the side-by-side comparison with the wired controller, and there was no real reason to do it. After I did one take doing that before, and the audio was bad, and so I had to actually just when I went back and re-recorded everything, I didn't do the side-by-side comparisons with the wired mic. So, you know, and what's crazy about it is the wired mic performed just as bad as the wireless controller. I had the same delays in it. I hadn't played the wired setup for a while, and there's still a delay in the Mario games. I don't know why there's such a translation issue between the controllers, but you don't seem to have it with the other controllers. I don't really know why, but that's why speedrunners, I believe, they like to use the that's why speedrunners like to use the just play off of a CRT TV with the original console. I mean, some speedrunners do use emulators, but they also are working with a little bit better, you know, like more USB controllers are better than this stuff here. But these can actually, I didn't say earlier, these can be plugged into a PC. These can be used with emulators as well. So that's a pretty cool thing. But if you're trying to do any speed running or anything, any kind of competitive play, I highly recommend not using these wired controllers because there is slight delay. But like you're seeing on Castlevania, that I want to say that every time I've done a take on this, I've wanted to say Transylvania, not Castlevania, but Castlevania, everything seems good, and Punch Out seems pretty good. But as you saw in the video, it's just it don't make sense why Super Mario Brothers is like that, or the Super Mario World. They're both like that. There's just a slight delay, and it's just annoying. You can tell it's like. It's kind of like I don't know, it's like when you jump, there's just a slight delay. It's just like and I've heard that talked about before if you try to play like a regular Nintendo on a modern LCD screen, that there is a delay, and that's why speedrunners use CRTs, because you have the crisp button pushing translation to the screen, which you have to have the speed run to basically be able to get the pixel perfect jumps and things of that nature. But yeah, it's odd that this just it's like that for the one game, and I don't know. It's kind of annoying for that one game to be like that, and the other games kind of work. I don't know if it's done on purpose or it's just the fast pace of the game. Like I said, I haven't tried Metroid. I didn't try Metroid yet or Super Metroid on the Super Nintendo, but those might be slightly delayed as well because they are quick motion games like Super Mario Brothers, where you have kind of repetitive button pushing and you know have to have quick um, you know kind of quick reflective moves on the game. So yeah, but that's about all I have to talk about. I guess I've been looking down a bunch. For some reason, I want to look at the microphone, get the cross-eyed look at the microphone like that. I want to look down at the microphone and my screen. I want to look at myself talking on the screen. So because of my setup now, I've got a playback so I can actually see my setup now. Before when I was recording on the phone, I couldn't see my setup. But hopefully, um, you guys found this useful with these controllers. You might want to buy them. They're fun. They're fun to have. They're cleaner. You don't have to have you know cords across your room. The way people set up their rooms now, it's not like kids. When you were a kid, you just you had smaller TVs. The CRTs weren't big, so you sat in front of the TV, and that's what the systems were made to do. They were meant to set up close to the TV because you just didn't have to. And with these big TVs now, you don't have to set close to get good detail out of them. So you can set 6, 8 feet back from a TV and still play a game. Um, but yeah, I'll get off here. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And I am on Twitter now. I broke down and made a Twitter account. So you can follow me on Low IQ Media on Twitter now. And you can go bitch at me over there if you want to. And yeah, send your hate that way, please. Most definitely. So until the next time, talk to you guys later.